All right, welcome back. Another episode on the Northeast Twins YouTube channel. Today I want to talk about the difference of playing baseball up north and down south. And it's going to be a little bit more than the weather. Yeah, no shit. We're going to get a little bit more into it and kind of the limitations and what I think the effect it has on baseball players at every stage going up through. Alright, so like I said, difference between playing baseball up north in the cold and down south where the weather's nice, or Texas, California, whatever you want to say, just wherever it's nicer. Right now, today, it's April 27th. It's like 43 degrees. The wind's blowing like 18 miles an hour. It was snowing this morning. Tomorrow is a 100% chance of snow. High of like 43 with more wind. Not really baseball weather. I know down in Florida, they've been playing high school baseball since like the middle of February. It's totally different world of what you go through as a player up here and what you do down there. I've played in both spots. I've played in Florida for kids baseball, youth baseball. I've played in New York and Pennsylvania for kids baseball. I've played in Florida for high school baseball. I've played in Pennsylvania for high school baseball. I've played in Florida for college baseball. I've played in Pennsylvania for college baseball. So I have a pretty good experience of the two extremes. But just the biggest thing is the ability to be outside and how much you can do and how limited you are with your practice time and your opportunity to play up here, up north. It's amazing how much of a disadvantage it is to be up here as far as baseball. Now, I know everybody always says, oh, well, you should be playing other sports anyways. You should be playing football. You should be playing basketball. Well, how come the states where you can play year-round, Florida, Texas, Georgia, California, always have more draft picks than the states up here? There's just as many people in New York City as there are in Jacksonville, Florida, or Orlando, or Tampa. Look at the draft numbers, how much they favor the cities down south. It's because the kids up here, the players up here are behind in their skill and their execution, their knowledge of the game, because they don't get to play as much. They don't get to be outside as much. It makes a huge difference. Game situations, knowing the game. Yeah, well, the kids in Florida get to play 80 a year. We get to play 40 up here. So you get twice as many games in every year. That adds up. It makes a big difference. Now, a lot of stuff up here a lot of things have been done to improve on that. Indoor facilities, cages set up in gyms, trying to work hard. People are trying to work hard. Kids up here work hard. They're not afraid of hard work. They're tough. A lot of times they're tougher than the kids down south. But the skill outweighs it. So that the kids down south get more of an opportunity. But it's not impossible up here. But you have to be willing to put in work. And I always use this example. When I was at Florida, we used to have a schedule for the pitchers. Like at 3 o'clock on Tuesdays, Greg had to be on the field ready to hit ground balls for anybody that wanted ground balls. And then at 3:30 on Tuesdays, Anthony had to be there ready to hit ground balls. The field was already set up. All the student managers have the field tarp down. You have buckets, so you have screens up that you can throw to. When I was at Clarion, I used to take a rubber ball and throw it off the cement wall in the basketball gym and give myself ground balls. That's what I had to do to get my work in. And maybe there wasn't people around. Maybe there was no one willing to work with me. So you can get your work in. It's a lot harder. It takes a lot more self-motivation, a lot more dedication on your own end. But you can get your work in. But and then you talk about playing in the cold. It sucks. Baseball's not a game that's meant to be played in the cold. So that's why a lot of times you see, the kids from up north, if they make it, they're mentally tougher. They work through things easier than the kids down south. A lot of those kids are soft. You can say whatever you want. I'm right. The kids down south are soft. they give in a lot easier. So keep pushing. If you're a Northern player, keep pushing through, keep putting the work in. If you got practices, get to them, put the work in. You got indoor facilities, you got a net in your garage or basement, get out there and do it every day or 6 times a week or whenever you can. Okay, get that work in. There's no excuse not to do it. It might be a little bit harder than the kid that's down south that can walk outside and go 3 blocks down the road and be at a nice park that has a cage and an L screen. Yeah, it might be a little harder than that, but don't let them want it more than you, because that's all it comes down to. So that's it, and I will be back with another video pretty soon.